Hey there, happy Wednesday. It is February the 11th. My paper says February 12th. I don't know how it skipped a day. Welcome to another amazing podcast episode with your girl, Morticia Sherman. I know the unapologetic therapist is not at the bottom of my screen, but it's okay. Today's episode, we're going to continue with the flame of 2026, the flame we protect, the fire. What is the fire that you're protecting? The thing that you know for a fact that you need to cover as one of the individuals in your life. I am so ready for tonight and to be able to sit down and talk with you about the things that are going on here with what I'm doing out in the community as well as what is going on in the world. I'm not too much about politics, but I will talk about it. I'm also one who, okay, my stuff is popping up on the screen, not supposed to be popping up on the screen just as of yet. So, welcome to the podcast. Welcome back to Carrying Your Flame for 2026. This week, we're talking about protection of culture, of identity, of mental health, and of truth. I say this so much until we stand in and know our truth, then we can best process our future. Until we can best stand in our truth, then we can process our future. A lot of times we don't want to deal with different things in our lives, and we tend to put them under the rug or brush them off to the side or suppress them. And in many cases, if you're in a relationship and you're trying to get a bearing on where you are in that relationship, sometimes individuals either deflect what you're saying to them because, again, they're not ready to deal with your truth if you're not ready to deal with your truth, or they will deflect by not even wanting, because sometimes it can sound so familiar to them. So again, welcome to the podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm excited about the things that are happening that are transitioning here on this podcast. Today, again, we're talking about carrying the flame for 2026, the flame we protect. This week, we're talking about the protection of culture, of identity, of mental health, and of truth. This week's hot topic, we're talking about Black maternal health crisis, still a state urgency, and still a state emergency and of urgency. Black maternal health crisis, new 2026 for mental health mortality. More babies are being born underweight, not cared for correctly in hospitals. Things are transpiring in unknown cities where some of these babies who are fully born that are not making it because of either improper care at the hospital or them saying that there was immorality inside of that hospital. Again, care for your loved ones, especially if you are a mother who's pregnant, a sister who's pregnant, a daughter who's pregnant, a cousin who's pregnant. Take care of yourself and find the best health care that you can get to, as well as finding a good therapist for aftercare to help you navigate your emotions because your body is going through. Understand what I said? Growing through the fact of carrying another human being inside of your body and having to care for not just yourself, but care for that baby or babies. Make sure that you're caring for yourself emotionally, mentally, and physically. The role of doulas, midwives, and community birthing centers are very important. Get out there and connect with them. Find out how you can help a mother who's going to have a child to be able to process those things emotionally. Thank you. Hello. Thank you for joining in. Also, when it comes to doulas, midwives, and community birthing centers, make sure that you are active. There's so many ways that you can get out and volunteer, especially if you have a passion for mothers with children, especially if you have a passion for the birth immortality rate. Walking with the March of Dimes, doing different things within your community so we can see these babies being born healthy and having the mothers with a good, healthy community environment. Why Black women are still not believed in medical settings is because, again, we fall under the radar. We fall so deep under the radar because we have been silenced. We have silenced our voices because someone tells us that they don't want to hear from us, that they don't want to care for us. We're all human beings. So give me that human right to be able to care for me and my unborn child, me and myself, me and my mental health, be able to have that community to be able to care for me in a proper way. Black women are still not believed in the medical area is because, again, we've been silent. That thing has been so deeply embedded in us that we're to be seen and not heard as a woman. We're to be seen and not heard as a child. Those things are so deeply embedded and enrooted in us. Now it's time for you to break that stigma of silence. Break that silence and say what you need and how you need it in your flame of protection, protecting yourself, protecting your peace, protecting you as a woman who's having a child or children that's going to be taking care of a household, that's going to be taking care of loved ones. The rise of culturally rooted maternal health programs. We as a community have to get out and be the community. Stop allowing others to be the community for us, and we need to be the community for ourselves. Be the flame that burns. Be the new flame for 2026 by standing up and standing with your voice and breaking the stigma against Black mortality health crisis or mental health crisis. It's an emergency. It is truly an emergency. This is of urgency. Mental health and all aspects and platforms are of urgency. Stop being so silent. Speak out. It is in your silence that people are suffering. Mental health and Black history. The emotional labor of being the first, the pressure of being of representation, the loneliness of breaking the ceiling, the psychological toll of being the only Black person in a space, how to build internal and external support systems. Everything starts internally. It all starts with the internal part of you. So the pressure of representation. How are you representing yourself when you're carrying your flame for 2026? How are you protecting your flame in 2026? How are you breaking those ceilings of stigma, being so quiet, being silent in 2026? What toll is being carried? Are you going through when it comes to being a Black person in a space where other nationalities are? Why can't you have a voice? Why can't you speak up for things that are your fire is burning for? Why can't you expose the passion and the compassion that you have for different things that are going on? Why does society have to have a say for you? Why you can't have a say for yourself? We have the First Amendment. You have a freedom of speech. You have a right to say something. Why not use that? Be the voice. Don't let your flame just flicker without it truly burning. How are you carrying your flame for 2026? How are you protecting it? How are you building internal and external support systems? How are you doing that for yourself? These are questions I'm going to ask you as a listening audience. Take heed to your surroundings. Yeah, we're told that it's our environment that raises us. But just because you were born in an environment that has a whole lot of dysfunction don't mean that you have to continue the life of dysfunction. Who did it first? I'm going to spotlight somebody today. I'm going to spotlight Dr. Rebecca Lee Crumpler, and that's Crumpler. Dr. Rebecca Lee Crumpler, the first Black woman physician in the US in 1864. Her work centered on community care, maternal health, and treating the undeserved, the blueprint for modern public health. 1864, Dr. Rebecca Lee Crumpler was the first Black physician in the US. Her work centered around the community. That's where you see therapeutic escape space. That's where you see Why He Can't. And now Color Me Stigma Free, which is our nonprofit organization for those who want to get out and sponsor, you want to volunteer with us, you want to get out there in the community, put a face with a name, put your business out there so the community can know that people out there still care for us. People out there still care for human beings, and we're not cattle herding. I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm not a cattle herder. I don't have that type of mentality. My morals and values stand on being real with people and giving them real conversation when it comes to mental health. I don't have time to sugarcoat nothing. We've been so far behind on a lot of different things. So that spotlight on Dr. Crumpler being the first Black female in 1864, where she centered on community care, maternal health, and treating the undeserved. She created the blueprint. What are you protecting that protects you back? What are you protecting that protects you back? What are you protecting that is draining you? What are you protecting that's draining you? It's time to let that go. If it's not protecting you back, it's time to let that thing go. Here's my call to action to you, because we're not staying on late tonight. I had a full calendar of individuals that are seeking services, and they're taking the necessary steps to break those generational barriers, those generational boundaries, those generational infirmities, those stigmas that are out there that are suffering in the community, in our culture, the Black and brown community, all throughout the world. People are ready to hear the truth. People are tired of the lies, the demise, the misunderstanding, the mistaking of identity, saying things is a crisis. It's really not a crisis. There's so much going on in families. All kind of things are being uncovered. But what are you protecting? How do you protect your flame? How do you protect the thing that's been placed into your hands to make the world and the community a better place? So, my call to action to you, as my viewers and my listeners, schedule a wellness check-in. Check in with me. Check in with me. Do a mental health wellness check. Check in with someone. Let them know how you're feeling, what's going on. Identify one boundary you need to reinforce. What's a boundary that you've allowed individuals to come in and disrupt negatively in your flame? What's one boundary? Share a maternal health resource with someone. If you know someone that's out here that is having a baby, that is young, that needs support, that is having issues of finding a good caregiver, a good provider, um, give them that resource. Give them that resource. And if you're under the age, if you're under the age of 18 and you're on my channel, I hope you're on my channel to listen about mental health. If you're 9 years old, please let me know that you're sharing this channel with your parent, because specifically on my YouTube channel, it is appropriate for children, but it's appropriate for parents to be on there with their children. I do not post anything for anybody under the age of 18 because, again, I do not service anyone under the age of 13 because, again, I strongly believe that when you're in your teen years, when you're in that, what I call is puberty stages, that's the time when, okay, we need to start working on our emotions and our emotional regulations. Um, I want to share with you some things that are going on here. There's still room for teams. We're still hosting our For the Love of Basketball and Mental Health that's happening on next Sunday, not this Sunday coming, but the following Sunday on the 22nd of February. You can still enroll your team. Teams are five, at least five individuals. Come out, share, support. And if you want to give a donation, we do have a nonprofit side where we can also let your donations be known. We're willing to even broadcast your services here on our podcast, as well as all of our social media pages. Um, Again, it starts at 10 a.m. Some people may be at church. Some people may be finished with their 8:30 service and want to come out. It's at Melrose Community Center. It starts at 10 a.m. and it ends at 3 p.m. Come out, be a strong support. Come out, be a voice. Come out, stand up, stand out, pull up like you're doing a jump or a three. Go on, pull up and come out. Come share food with us. Come talk about mental health. I may do some interviews and some other things that are going on. I'm also speaking in a lot of different things that's going on here coming up soon. Just make sure that you be on the lookout for the things that are happening that you can see my face be a part of. I am a guest again, and I'll share the information with you, speaker, this Saturday. If you don't have a love of your life and you don't have anywhere to go, come sit with me. Come to this version of Ready to Love Single Summit. I'm also a panel guest here at this event. It's at 5 Central. That's 2736 Virginia Street, and that's in Houston. For those who know their way around Houston, come out, meet 40 plus and flirty summit speakers. I'm excited to just be in the room with the panel and the guest that's going to be there. I'm excited to be there and give my take on mental health when it comes to dating and being a part of this summit. Of course, you know, I am a published author. I did write a book about my journey to freedom and journey of my singlehood at the time. So if you have nothing to do Saturday, which I hope you do have something to do, and if you do, one of those something to do's is to come to this free event. Come sit for an hour. It starts at 12:30. It ends at 2:30. Come sit out, listen to Miss Williams, listen to Miss Brown, Miss Jenkins, GQ and T. I don't want to mess up your names because sometimes my contacts don't be contacted. So it's been a long day, but I don't mind sitting in the room and with, of course, Prophetess Dr. Strong, who's the host. Come out, just fellowship with us. Come sit in a room of love because there's going to be a lot of love in that room, a lot of love. And then that following Sunday for the love of basketball and mental health. When I say your donations, your sponsorships, we have sponsorship packages. You can get in touch with us about those sponsorship packages. You can reach out to me at 346 525 4981. Text me, say, hey, I want to sponsor, I want to be a part. Contact me on that. And I keep my phone close by. Like I even tell my individuals, I keep my phone close by so I can respond in a proper manner. You're going to always get a response from me when you text me or call me and I don't answer. Leave me a voicemail. But come out, be a part, come join us, play a little 3-on-3 basketball. Come be the king of the court. You think your team can beat the stigma? Come out, play, be a part of that. On July 4th, say with me, July 4th, I'm waiting on the flyer. I will be in New Orleans again, speaking in New Orleans on July 4th. I know it's Essence Weekend. And if you're there during Essence Weekend, come be a part of the event. Come sit down and hear what's going on when it comes to mental health and in the community. I am so excited. I was excited the first time I did it. And now I'm back again. I'm so excited to talk about that mental health in the community and how we can best process grief, how we can best process caring for a loved one. Grief is my passion because grief does not just cover the loss of a loved one, but grief does cover every aspect of our life. We go through those stages of denial, of betrayal, of just wanting to negotiate while we're there. Was I wrong? Did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong? Let us help you set your flame back on fire to carry the flame for 2026, the flame that we are protecting. So in closing, like I said, my podcasts are not going long as they were before. And the reason being is I really want to get straight to the nuts and bolts about a lot of things. You want to hear from me? You want to talk to me? You want to know what's going on? The information is below. You can reach me at info@whyhecan't.com. You can reach me at 346-525-4981. That's info at the letter Y, H is in Harry, E is in Edward, Susan Charles, the number 8, N is in Nancy, T is in Tom.com, or 346-525-4981. And here's the thing that I want to leave you with on tonight, besides the fact of finding the love within yourself, because of course they say February is love month. Love you first. When you learn to love you first, then you can learn to love others unconditionally, because you have to love yourself unconditionally first. Then you can learn to love others. When you know better, you do better, you respond differently. And don't just let February be the love month for you. Let every day be your burning flame to love on people, regardless of their flaws and all. Love is a love language that is so needed in the community and out here in the world. Love unconditionally. If you see me from time to time, that's a part of my book. That's a part of my trademark. Unconditional love. Unconditional love. It's a choice. How are you choosing to carry your flame in 2026? The flame you protect. Protection is not paranoia, it is preservation. I'm going to leave that right there. So until then, I'll see you next Wednesday. Same time, same station, same channel. I love you to life. And you can see everything that I'm talking about on my social media page as well as my website. My website is growing and it's booming and it's changing, and I'm excited. Come sit down and talk with me on the couch. Until next Wednesday, I love you to life. Good night.